with that down, let's get on to one of my favorite topics around here, shall we? Which is Deadpool and Wolverine. Jonathan, what do we got?
And Ray's favorite topic of film lengths. According to the Direct, AMC Theaters listed Deadpool and Wolverine on its website with a runtime of 127 minutes. That's 2 hours and 7 minutes. This would make the threequel the longest Deadpool movie in the franchise after 2016's Deadpool clocked in at 108 minutes, which calculates to an hour and 48. And 2018's Deadpool 2 ran for 119 minutes, which is an hour and 59. John, what do you think of the runtime for Deadpool and Wolverine?
I think, I'll be honest with you, longest runtime in the franchise, but it's still a relatively short runtime, right? Now, I was reading an outlet that I really like, so I'm not trying to trash on any outlet. I was reading an outlet today that I really, really like, right? But their headline on it was like, Deadpool 3 runtime breaks franchise record and will challenge bladders. But it's 2 hours and 7 minutes.
I challenge your bladder.
Yeah, it's ew.
Do you like take off the white glove and slap them across the face? I challenge
slap
your
them with?
bladder.
You hit him with a urinal cake.
Oh, God.
What are we slapping with?
So,
How is the
but I want to put
bladder?
this in context. Like, granted, the longest one of the franchise. Okay, 2 hours, 7 minutes. That doesn't even come close to cracking the top 10 longest films in the MCU. Take a look at this. Like, if we look at the list, obviously down there at the bottom, Avengers Endgame is the longest one the MCU's ever done at 3 hours and 2 minutes. Black Panther Wakanda Forever, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Eternals at 2:37. And then the number 10 longest one is still a full 10 minutes longer with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 at 2 hours and 17 minutes. Full 10 minutes longer. I don't even know if Deadpool will come in the top 15 as far as the longest films in the MCU go. Look, I think this is a really nice balance. Now, look, I may go and watch Deadpool and Wolverine and feel that this movie was 15 minutes too long, or feel that it was too rushed and needed another 25 minutes. We won't know till we see it. Every movie has its own applicable runtime. But I will say this, hovering around the 2 hour mark, the Deadpool films have always felt to me, with the positives and the negatives, but the films have always felt to me absolutely the right length. Like that roughly 2 hour runtime for a Deadpool movie with the action and humor centric and all that kind of stuff, it seems to come in right on target for me. So 2 hours and 7 minutes, you know, what that tells us too is that with all the talk of cameos and things like that, they're not going to play major roles. Cameos are going to be quick cameos and they're going to move on. This is going to be a Wolverine and Deadpool movie. Yeah. They're going to stick to the major plot threads. Cameos will be there for little dashes of fun, but aren't going to influence things too much, I don't think. We'll find out. But I like the 2 hour and 7 minute runtime. Anyway, Chris, were you surprised by this?
No, this seems like a great time for this. And honestly, in a world where most movies are pushing 3 hours, I am very grateful for something circling that 2 hour mark. Mm-hmm. And it's all about how you use that time too. Madam Web is an hour and 56 minutes, and it feels like eternity. It feels like you're there forever. So in other movies, when they're great, you feel like, oh my gosh, I wish there was more, or oh, this was so perfectly paced. And I feel like that's hopefully what we're going to get here. Proof is going to be in the pudding. And I'm with you. I think that the cameos are going to be kind of just a flash in the pan. Hey, here's this person, and then we're going to move on. It's more about these guys. It's about that double whammy of the buddy we have in this film.
Ray, you are the one, I mean, as Jonathan pointed out. Now, is 2 hours and 7 minutes, is that in the acceptable range for you?
There's only a few exceptions, like to that rule of me not liking long movies. This is one of them. I just think this movie is going to be so entertaining. It's going to fly by. I mean, The Martian, my favorite movie of all time. That's a long movie, and I wanted more. I think Oppenheimer, I sat through that.
Oppenheimer. Had to do it.
I was intensely watching Oppenheimer. That's how into it I was. I think this one I'm going to be dying of laughter the whole time. So I cannot wait to see this movie. It's been building up. Let's get this out. Let's all have a good time.
Yeah.
And you know, to your point, Chris, that you brought up, movies have been getting longer and longer. I remember we did this stat. I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but like the top 10 2023 movies were an average of almost 28 minutes longer than the top 10 movies of, like, I think it was 2018. like on average 20 to 30 minutes longer. Like it used to be when a 3-hour movie would be out there, we'd be like, what? And today it's like, oh, this one's 3 hours too. And so I kind of like maybe getting it back to the 2-hour mark. But again, this is just one movie, and we'll see if this is the right length for it. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Miracle Made. Did you know that your temperature at night can have one of the greatest impacts on your sleep quality? If you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Inspired by NASA, Miracle Made uses silver-infused fabrics and makes temperature-regulating bedding so that you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. When they arrived at our house, my wife Ann loved the feel of them so much, she couldn't even wait for me to get home to put them on our bed. Miracle Made has self-cleaning. These sheets are infused with silver that prevents up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. Miracle Sheets also have incredible comfort and quality. Miracle Sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands and feel as nice, if not nicer, than sheets used by some 5-star hotels. So go to TryMiracle, that's TryMiracle.com/Campea to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo code Campea at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you will get a full refund. So upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to TryMiracle.com/Campea and use the code Campea to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's TryMiracle.com/Campea to treat yourself. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? It seems that Deadpool and Wolverine is going to be the longest of the Deadpool movies, but not actually all that long at 2 hours and 7 minutes. Does it sound right for you? Still sound too long? Maybe too short? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.